Oh, what's good, my friends? This is the DJI Neo. Let's talk about it. Gee. So this is the new DJI Neo. My new passion, something I've been following for a while now. So some of you folks might be familiar that I got this back in January 1st. We opened it up, and I've been loving it ever since. Something different, something new. And I want to share with you guys this video that I made a while back. This is January 16th, so this is like 2 weeks into getting the drone, the Neo. Gee. But what attracted me to this drone, the DJI Neo, is that it was $199. So I originally started out with just the drone. I was flying it for the first 2 weeks with nothing but my cell phone, and also flying it without a remote. This DJI Neo relies on AI technology to fly on its own, so with some preset movements. But after playing with it like that without the remote, playing with it with my cell phone, I later upgraded to the DJI goggles and the motion controller 3, and eventually moving up to the FPV remote. But I've been loving it. It's a new challenge, something that I've been flying drones for a while, and this is the first drone that I have a lot of confidence in, mainly because the props are protected. So it takes out that fear factor of you destroying the drone, or at least the props, because obviously once you destroy the props, the drone is done for the day. But this one is well protected. It's some other YouTubers describe it as being robust, and I have to totally agree, because I've crashed this many times and we're still here, still smiling, still going. And yeah, so with that being said, because I'm not afraid to fly it and damage it, I've been really putting a lot of time and effort into learning how to fly it. And so previously in this video, and my previous experience of flying drones, is I've been flying it camera drone style. So basically, the drone just goes up, down, side to side, and yaws and spins. Very I guess robotic in that sense. But that's just the way that I started out with, and I suggest you start out with, just to get familiar with the drone, and I guess ultimately control your anxiety and fear, which is something that a lot of drone pilots don't talk about, is that early stages of flying where you're just afraid to destroy this thing. $199 is still $199, but it's a lot better than $800 for, like, say, the DJI was that Mini 4 Pro, which is a lot, like double, triple, depending what kit you got, than the DJI Neo. So yeah, check it out. This is me in my early stages of getting familiar with the drone, and in this video what I'm doing is I'm exploring the backyard, and I'm going to be getting into doing circles and figure eights, as I titled it in this video. But what I learned is that it's when you do circles around an object, it's called orbiting. So that's the correct terminology. So that's what in this video experience I'm doing, is practicing my figure eights and circles. So what you notice in the video right here is that on the right hand side of the screen, the screen is divided into thirds using a grid, and so I'm keeping the right hand vertical line of the grid on my subject, and in this case right here, now I switch to the left hand side of the grid and keeping the tree locked in, or that vertical line on the left third locked in on the tree. So there we go, on the right hand side. Now the papaya tree is on the right hand third, and so this allows me to also be aware of my, what they call that, like format, or it's trying to blank right now, but keeping your subject matter on a rule of third, basically the golden rule, and it just makes for a better photograph, in this case video, with the drone. So it does have a camera on it, so what I'm getting at is I'm mixing up flight with also my camera or videography know-how, experience. And if you notice, isn't it something similar to like drifting, car drifting, basically? That I guess you keep an eye on the apex as you come around, and then you counter steer, and you're applying like your throttle, practicing your throttle control. So right now I'm actually flying in normal mode, which limits the drone as far as how fast it goes, how it responds, and so smooth. It's a manageable rate is what I'm saying. But yeah, unlike real drifting or RC car drifting, you don't have to worry about wearing out your tires and other things that come along with drifting, or slamming into the back of the wall as you come out and doing a tail tap, on the wall, which happens with the drone. I do bump it in this video. But yeah, we're not bothering the neighbors. We're not making any noise. One more time. Yeah, coming around, sliding, no smoke, nothing to wear out. But yeah, this is me wanting to share with you guys, my humble beginnings as far as flying this. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. Where is this drone activity is gonna lead us and the channel. But I can tell you this, that I'm really, really enjoying it, and that's why I'm talking about it now. So yeah, I'm just going for it, just practicing that rule of thirds. Also, as far as the elevation of the drone, I noticed that I was keeping it about 6 feet high or lower. And part of my reasoning for that is I want to try and capture like as far as it being eye level, as I am, and you and I are the viewers of this. So that was my thinking. And then in this part of the video, I guess I got a little bit bored, or not bored, but I was like, okay, I'm comfortable, I'm warmed up, let's switch to sport mode. So yeah, you can see like the drone responding a little bit different and a little faster, twitchier, and that's good. That's where we gotta try it out. But the DJI Neo has, as far as drone flight with a remote controller, an actual remote and not the phone, is you got normal mode, sport mode. Those two modes you fly. Remember I was telling you about it flying up and down, side to side, just really basic movements. Nothing organic really is what I'm getting at. It's very robotic in that sense. There is another mode that the DJI Neo is capable of, and it's called manual flight. Manual flight is when you don't rely on any satellites. You are the pilot. You are in total command of everything that the drone does, even from basic hovering. Because in normal mode and sport mode, the drone, in the bottom right hand corner, you guys can see there's a satellite, and right now it's reading 19, 21, 25 satellites. So the drone DJI uses satellites to help position the drone so that if you hit pause or stop, you can actually stop mid-flight and the drone will remain there. And as like wind is pushing it around, because of the satellites, that's what keeps it in place. So in manual mode, you don't have any of that by choice. And now because you're in total command of the drone in manual mode, that's where you can fly it like a bird in that sense. You can bank, you can roll, you can flip. Hey, I'm learning the words. And so that's what I'm working up to as far as that next step. So that's the cool thing about with the DJI Neo, is that you can take it from just your basic camera drone, flip into another setting, and now you're flying like a bird, which is very freeing. And You know, that's what really attracted to me to, you know, drone flight to begin with. And I found out that my style is I like to fly instead of, you know, taking pictures with it, taking just using it as a video camera. I just want that sensation of flight and being free like a bird. So that's why that's what I'm getting out of this, and it's definitely good for the mind. You know, it helps me get over fears, or just, you know, having more confidence, not only in flying but in myself, and believing myself that I can achieve this, and so can you. But that's just a brief introduction to the DJI Neo. I hope that you subscribe to the channel and follow me along on this journey. But until the next one, enjoy life, stay positive, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Aloha.